Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of my diecast videos. So today I will be opening some Hot Wheels, treasure hunts and Super. But first I would like to go back to one car I opened in the last time, the Porsche, this Porsche Roadster from Malibu. And I said at the time that it felt a lot like the Greenlight version from Motor World. So I got my Greenlight, and lo and behold, it's really weird. So this is Malibu, this is Greenlight, okay? And I looked, and and there are actually no differences whatsoever. They are exactly the same weight, they have exactly the same amount of detail. Even the inside, the wheel, everything is modeled exactly the same. The size is the same. The lenses used for the lights are the same. So to me, this is exactly the same casting. So I don't know what's the deal with this. But yeah, basically I bought twice the same car, which is okay because I wanted a black for my black collection. But two different companies, same casting. I don't know much about Malibu. I don't know much about Greenlight either. So maybe there's something there that is something there going on. And so if any of you guys know anything about this, please comment below. I will be greatly appreciated. And just to compare, I pulled out one of my Kyoshos, and as you can see, they feel pretty much the same. Plastic base. The scale seems to be a little bit different. I suppose this one should be a little bit bigger, or this one's smaller compared. Because this is actually a pretty small car. But other than that, it's in terms of detail and quality, yeah, I have to say Greenlight is probably for me the new Kyosho somehow. So if they could start to do more varied castings and focus less on muscle cars, that would be great. Anyway. So that was an interesting find, Malibu, Greenlight. Any information on that will be greatly appreciated. So let's start cracking. Let's do a Kraken yak. I believe this is a copyrighted Joe Motor. But hey, Kraken yak, free the piece. The idea is the same. Let's take them out of their plastic prison. So we'll start with the 69 Ford Torino Talladega. Once again, I cut, I don't tear. The idea being to keep the car intact. There you go. Hey Lamar, check this out. What do you think? Is this racing or not? JP Automotive. Nice wheels. Of course it's plastic base, but very detailed. Pretty cool car. I really like it. The Super has some really sick tires, but it's basically the same, and just the paint is a Spectra Flame paint. But other than that, they're both really cool castings. Let's move on. Cadillac, you're next. Matte finish for the top. I have some imperfection here. It's okay. They're pretty cool. The first time I saw this casting, it was a gray version with those horrible bling wheels. Yeah, it ruined the casting for me. But this is pretty cool. I like it. Obviously, it's not as good as the new released El Mirage concept, but nice nevertheless. Now this one is really cool, the 64 Pontiac GTO. I love the GTO. The GTO, I believe it was the 69 GTO or something around there. It was one of the first cars I bought when I started collecting, right after the BMW 2002. And this is an older GTO, metal, pretty rare these days. Opening hood with some decent detail, and a really nice green with flames. Like I said in the last video, the Super version of this is really sick. I saw it for the first time on Joe Motors' channel, and yeah, when I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So it's on my wish list. But for now, this is a nice piece to add to my collection. Last regular for today, the Volkswagen Beetle, Peace and Love version. I think this is part of the, yes, art cars. I like the art cars series. They did some pretty cool stuff with it. Sometimes it's a bit hit and miss, or a matter of taste, I guess. But this one is cool, in my opinion. As always with the Beetle, metal on metal, so pretty heavy. And yeah, it's a pretty wild choice of colors and graphics, but it works. And since I believe regular treasure hunts are for kids, I can definitely see a kid picking this up and being very excited. I am excited for this, so pretty cool. And I want to be short this time, so I will end up with the Toyota AE86 Corolla, the Super version. So Super, Spectra Flame color, rubber tires, some added decos. The regular doesn't have this on the hood. Sometimes there's a TH somewhere. I don't see it on this one. Yeah, let's free the piece. Oh yeah, and now the treasure hunt symbol is on the card. So there it is. So no lights or no taillights, but considering the amount of graphics on it, I guess you can't have it all. A nice color. It's I certainly prefer this to the regular red they used for the mainline. Plastic base. Yeah, seems to work very well. Sponsors, official sponsors. What do you think? Probably not the best treasure hunt of 2015, or at least not the best Super, but could make it in the top 5. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave comments and any ideas down below. I'm pretty new at this, so feel free to give me pointers and tell me if my accent is still too much. I will try to work on this. Thank you, and see you next time.